Hello, my name is Austin Vase, and I like to think that a big part of my individuality comes from where I grew up and where I call home. And I want to talk to you guys about a story where that was questioned, and I also want to talk about it because it helped me redefine what being an American meant as an immigrant in this society. Now, this story starts in 8th grade, where I was and currently still am living in the San Fernando Valley. And at this point, I thought I was born and raised in LA. And I asked my parents which Kaiser I was born in, and they told me I actually was not born here. I was born off the coast of Australia in a group of islands called the Chuuk Islands of the Federated States of Micronesia. Now, I thought nothing of this. I thought this was just something cool I could tell my friends. And the reality of me not being from here didn't set in until I was pulled out of class to get fingerprint scanned at the Immigration Services building in Northridge. Now, I asked my parents what this all meant, and they told me that we had basically overstayed our welcome in the US, and in a month or so, they would be deciding whether or not we can legally stay here or we'd have to get out. Naturally, little me was very scared because this is all I've ever known, and I don't know where else I would call home other than the US. Now, we had about a month to prepare, and our immigration lawyer told us that what really is very crucial to the process when we're on the stand trial with the immigration judge is that our clothing is it impacts it very lot, and also and what we look like as well, how we present ourselves. So we have to be wearing a lot of pastels, bright colors, and be very smiling, very happy to be there. Now, the date came where we would have to go down to downtown LA to the Immigration Services building, and when we got sat in the waiting room, I couldn't help but feel so sad being surrounded by other people in the same situation, or even worse, because it's not a pretty sight seeing everyone else potentially having to leave the country. And eventually our case ID was called. We came in there all with upright as well and all smiling as our immigration lawyer argues our case. And as I was grinning very hardly, I couldn't help but feel what is it? I couldn't help but feel dehumanized, as if our livelihoods, our human livelihoods were dependent on us begging to be here, and dependent on our clean records, my parents being fully employed, me being in school, having no criminal records. And I thought I was American. Even if we were all culturally different, all my friends, my family, this is my home. And I just felt like a case number to them in that moment. And it didn't occur to me afterwards that the paper does not define you as an American. What you do here defines you. How you overcome boundaries, how you overcome struggles, and the people you meet here, that defines you as an American. And while my story might not resonate with others, I know I'm not alone. And there are many in this community in the same situation or worse. And I'm telling this story to shine light on the forgotten humanity behind every one of those cases, and as well as to shine how being an American is now to me.